maker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Second down, and Thomas has it, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So that'll go as a 40-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. 3rd and long, Corral. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Falcons send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Haynes. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kyler Murray touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say,
taking it right down Broadway, the 30. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Corral. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Evan Ingram, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Green.
On 2nd and a yard. Murray trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Dobbins trying the left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. J.K. Dobbins. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And this one too low.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Panthers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Haynes. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On second down now, it's Haynes. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Amon-Ra St. Brown from a yard out. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Corral sets up play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On the return, it's Rodgers. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Murray. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Murray now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Haynes down to about the 22 here. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. A final shot before the half for Corral. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing now is Murray. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
He finds his man, complete. That's Haynes. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now Murray off play action. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field, and linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Off the play fake. Here's Corral going for the deep ball. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play fake. Murray. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught. A big connection on that one. 42 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Murray on the sneak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Murray keeps it himself. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Corral looking to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Corral. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Corral. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Corral. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Corral. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Corral. Open man right side is Ingram. Touchdown, Falcons! Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Haynes. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. They'll run on first down. Haynes. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Murray to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 27 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're talking about finding the soft spot defensively. How do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like that? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On first down, it's Haynes. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Murray. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Panthers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.